A recurring goal in public finance is sustainability, keeping a government's finances on a path it can maintain over the long run. Understanding what sustainability means clears up a common misconception about balancing budgets. Sustainable public finances mean that a government's budget, deficits, and debt are managed in a way that can be continued over the long term without leading to crisis. It does not necessarily mean balancing the budget every single year or never having debt. Rather, it means the government's finances are on a stable footing, with debt kept at manageable levels relative to the economy and the burden of servicing it under control. A common way to think about it is the relationship between debt and the size of the economy. If an economy grows over time, it can support a larger amount of debt, much as a higher income can support a bigger mortgage. Finances tend to be sustainable when debt is not growing faster than the economy's ability to bear it, so that the debt burden stays stable or manageable rather than spiraling upward. Unsustainable finances, by contrast, are those where debt keeps rising relative to the economy with no prospect of stabilizing, so that interest costs balloon and, eventually, the government struggles to borrow or repay. This can lead to painful adjustments or crisis. Sustainability is about avoiding that path. For example, a government that keeps its debt growing no faster than its economy, running modest deficits in bad years and tightening in good ones, maintains sustainable finances, avoiding a debt spiral. Taxes, spending, deficits, and budget rules vary greatly from one country to another, and they change with each government. Public finance involves genuine political debate, so treat these examples as illustrations rather than recommendations, and check what applies where you live. The main lesson is simple. Sustainable public finances mean a government manages its budget, deficits, and debt in a way it can maintain over the long term, not necessarily balancing every year, but keeping debt manageable relative to the economy.